So I'm David Dutton. I am the veterinary medical officer for Hilltop Bio. At the same time, I've been in private practice, sports medicine, lameness for almost 25 years, and I still do that. At the same time, I am one of the clinical coordinators at Texas Tech School of Veterinary Medicine as well. So I started in the regenerative medicine category, specifically dialed in on amniotic products. Oh, it's been almost 15 years plus ago. I've been with Hilltop for at least the last 6 years. So I've been in that field for twice as long as I've been with Hilltop. And my main focus is trying to find solutions and better answers to problems that we're dealing with, and in the regenerative space. And we've gone with Hilltop is that we've delved deeper and we have a better understanding, and we continue to advance rather than stay where we're at. We're advancing science-wise. To now that we know that it's not only even just the cells, but it's what's in those cells that are the important components to what we're after. We look at that market, and if we start with just the big market as far as general orthobiologics, is that we can develop a very consistent product that has consistent components in it, and we've gone beyond where we've determined what's important inside those cells, and so the exosomes, and so we can maintain consistency with those exosomes. And then from there, we've looked at what affects the growth factors and anti-inflammatory factors, other proteins, as well as other cells and cellular components, how they have an effect on the joint or the tissue. And so we're continuing to evolve from a science standpoint, and are finding better answers to the problems than what we originally thought as well. So that's the main drive from Hilltop standpoint, what's different about it. They're super easy to use. So one, we don't have to do any processing. It's right off the truck, and it's ready to use. So we don't have to plan ahead. We don't have to prep. We don't have to harvest any components as blood or tissue and then process it. It's ready to go. We reconstitute, and then you're ready to treat. And as far as in the ambulatory vehicle, it's easy to maintain, keep in the fridge, in case you're like me in Texas and you get 150 degrees in your truck. So by keeping it in the fridge, we're keeping it below those 70 degrees. Otherwise, we can be at room temp, but that's the real convenience. And so with that, we're getting a very consistent product that we have all the science behind in how it works, as well as very user-friendly in being able to apply it. So it's brought that complicated regenerative medicine, orthobiologic world made it very simple that it's easy to do on the road out of the ambulatory truck. So, the big three places that I use it are for soft tissue injuries, regional imperfusions, for laminitic cases, joint problems, as well as, we're doing it for some of the respiratory components. But, if we catch those laminitic cases early, we can, we can reverse the effects. And when we follow those cases down the road, we don't see the classical chronic laminitis components that we see have had really good success with suspensories and chronic joint problems that nothing else was working for. So all in all, I've had a high success rate with all of those applications. I think it's unknowing, and it's getting comfortable using it and comparing it, and we all get inundated by so many products now, and it's trying to understand the difference even in the scope of orthobiologics. You know, what are serum based, what are cellular based, what are stem cell based, and then in another category we have our viscosupplementation products, or polyacrylamides, or hyaluronic acids, and we still have the old tried and true, you know, as far as corticosteroids. And so we have this plethora of components to use out there. It's understanding why and what and when do we want to use that, and then you know, doing a comparison. So, you know, if what's better in Hilltop's product compared to PRP? Well, there's a lot of things. I mean, a simple one is you can just look at IL-1RA. I mean, we have much higher levels of IL-1RA in there. But beyond that, there's a lot more science in as far as you start looking at from a standpoint of mechanisms of action. So once we start looking at mechanisms of action, then you can start kind of comparing what products do what. But I think that's some of the big reservation is we got to sort through the products and help sort out what's really doing what, and not every product does everything. It's trying to look at what's the indication for all the different things that we have.